and welcome back. It's time to talk about the transformative power of mindfulness in developing a healthy mindset and making positive choices, especially when it comes to our nutrition. I'm Daniel, your nutrition coach, a whole foods enthusiast, and thanks for letting me be your guide on this journey. Our goal here is to create a more mindful and wellness focused lifestyle. So let's explore the ways mindfulness can shape our approach to health and eating. The first thing to understand here is how distractions can be huge obstacles to maintaining a healthy lifestyle. When we talk about mindfulness, it means awareness, it means paying attention, being intentional, and all that is the opposite of distractions when your mind wanders. It can be that daily life gets overwhelming or work-related stress is present or there is constant use of technology, phone, social media, advertising. These are distractions that can lead us down the path of mindless eating. And that's how we're going to connect mindfulness and nutrition. Mindless eating generally leads to overeating, and we don't want that, right? It also leads us to eating the wrong foods or foods that are not aligned with our values and goals. Picture this. It's 9 p.m. and you're watching TV and snacking, and your snacks are chips, and you also decide to have a beer or a glass of wine with them. First, these choices are probably just a consequence of mindlessly letting old habits take control of your actions. So, distractions already made you pick the wrong snacks. We can't even call it a choice. If you were more aware and had made a deliberate choice, it could have been different. Now, if you bring the whole bag of chips and a few drinks to the couch and eat watching TV and sometimes checking social media at the same time, before you know it, the entire bag is empty. Does that sound familiar? It probably does. And recognizing these pitfalls is the first step in overcoming them. Now, let's shift our focus to positive impact of mindfulness in real life, in everyday situations. Consider this. When we are fully present and engaged in the act of eating, we enjoy each bite. We notice the colors, the flavors, we notice the texture, sensations like crunchy and fizzy, and become more connected, more aware of our body signals of hunger and fullness. And that's how we can break that cycle of unconscious eating and then learn to appreciate the nourishment that food provides. Homework for you, gratitude and not taking things for granted will help you in this process. Go look for them. But anyway, mindfulness has a lot to do with being present in the moment, but it's more than that. It also plays a role in understanding our values and motivations. For example, take a moment to reflect on why you want to prioritize health and wellness. If you take the time to do this exercise of reflection and understanding, you can become more mindful of your deeper motivations. And then you can align your choices with your values. Again, align your choices with your values. And here we have a formula that will give you control and power. It's a boost of endless motivation, believe me. Maybe you want even more energy for family activities because you've been missing out and that's frustrating. Or you want to feel confident in your own skin because that lack of confidence is affecting your personal and professional relationships. Or maybe you're tired of living with pain and it's affecting your mood and happiness levels and probably the happiness of people around you. These are some typical real-life motivations that can serve as a powerful anchor for making sustainable lifestyle changes. Whatever change you're trying to make, you have to make sure it is sustainable. There's no yo-yo or short-term workout or diet. Those are poor values. Here, we're talking about a new you, a new identity, and a new permanent lifestyle. Let me give you some concrete examples. Suppose your value is spending quality time with family. Being mindful of this value can translate into making more thoughtful food choices that nourish your body, so you have the energy and the vitality to engage with your loved ones. Now, if that's your value and you're aware of it, quality time, you might look for even more improvements, like organizing your schedule or your environment so you become more efficient and you gain even more free time. It's a chain of positive events. When we are aware of values, choices become intentional, or we could say mindful or aware. You're not just wondering. Now, let's bring mindfulness to the dinner table. Picture this now. You're sitting down for a meal, fully present, and appreciating the textures and flavors of each bite. When you savor the food, you're more likely to notice when you're satisfied, and that prevents overeating. One simple act of mindfulness can have a big impact on your overall well being, weight loss, health, and more. And integrating mindfulness into your daily life doesn't have to be complicated. Actually, it makes everything so much easier that you'll never look back. To get started, it could be as simple as taking a few mindful breaths before a meal, or practicing that gratitude for the beautiful foods you have on your plate, or even setting a mindful intention for the day. And it doesn't take a lot of time either, it's super quick. So these are just some examples of small but very powerful practices that can cultivate a positive mindset and transform your relationship with food. And as we wrap up here, remember that mindfulness is one of the most powerful tools we can use to navigate the complexity of our daily lives, especially when it comes to health and wellness in food. We've talked about food itself, macros and micronutrients, carbs, proteins and fats, water and fiber, whole foods, so you've learned a lot. And then we also talked about planning and shopping and dealing with barriers like cravings, because we need to make things happen. So now we know what to do, how to do it, and here we are acknowledging the pitfalls of distractions and how to get rid of them. The answer is embracing mindfulness and using it to understand your values. And this is how we'll create a mindset that supports a healthier and happier life. If you found this useful, like, comment, and share, and stay tuned for more insights from me, Daniel at Integral Wellness. See you next time. Be mindful, be well.